Hey there you guys, welcome back. I've had a couple of you asking about seeing an update on the carnivorous plants that I've been growing. As you know, I am still rather new to the carnivorous plant world, but my collection is, it's small, but it's growing. As you probably remember, I've been trying to grow a lot of them from seed, and that seed endeavor has been very, unsuccessful. As an understatement, it's been really bad. I've bought so many seeds and really none of them have grown except for this this little pot of seeds that Brad gave me from oh, you probably know him from YouTube, Brad's Greenhouse. I see at IZP, I think that's his channel name. Let me just bring this in a little closer and you can see the little sprouts. Hopefully it can focus in there. They're doing really well. They're now, they have their trap leaves on there now, and there's some dew forming on there. So they're, I don't know, they're about a centimeter, maybe a centimeter and a half across. There's quite a number in there as I look in there. It's always interesting to look in here, see if they're catching anything. You never know whether I have fungus gnats around this or not. They usually get attracted to them. Another one here is this is my Mexican butterwort. I'm not quite sure what variety it is. If any of you know exactly what variety this one is, I would love to know. Look at this beautiful flower. Got shaky hands. This reminds me of a pansy. It's so pretty, and this has been flowering non-stop since oh, I think since winter. It just keeps putting up new flower spikes. Even when it's supposedly dormant, it still flowers. The leaves have gotten so much bigger. These are the actively growing leaves. When it goes dormant, the plant will look more like this one. These are ones that I grew from leaf cuttings from this original plant. Let me bring that one up a little bit more. And remember, do you remember when I bought this? I bought this about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and there was only one rosette. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rosettes that I can see. I'm sure there's more in there that just haven't found their way out. And this has done a fantastic job for me at getting rid of fungus gnats. Absolutely amazing job. I might see 1 or 2 buzzing around in there in the grow space, but really there's nothing to say, nothing to speak for. It's just it's doing an amazing job. Here's the one that I grew from cutting again. There's a couple of plants in here. They're doing all right. They're growing at a nice rate. Looking good. I keep them always moist. Never let them dry out. When I notice that they start to die back for winter, I will cut back the watering. I will let them slightly dry between waterings, but they're never going to dry out completely. And here is the Nepenthes that I got at the garden center for $8.99. It's seen better days. If you can remember back, I had an issue with raccoons, and the raccoons were going and knocking the bird feeders off of their hooks, and it also knocked this off, and it knocked out or broke out a section of the plant, but it's looking alright. I've got 2 pictures on it now. There used to be more. There's one here, and there's one growing in the pot. I don't know if you can see that there. So it's doing nice. And also, I have these 3 cute little baby Nepenthes that came in the mail. If you read my blog, you've already seen photos of these. Here is a Nepenthes phasaliana. Not quite sure. Has beautiful reddish foliage, and the pictures, the traps are red too. That's very cool. Here is a Nepenthes ventricosa, looking really nice. Cute little pictures. I love the limey green of the foliage. And here is a Nepenthes phalanx. Not sure what this one will look like, but it looks healthy. So yeah, these are my my carnivorous plants. Unfortunately, my Venus flytrap never made it. It didn't survive the winter. When I went to go in and see if it was okay, there was nothing left in the pot. No roots, no nothing. Let me try to fit these pots back in here. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this update. My carnivorous plant collection will grow over time, but I'm taking it slow because carnivorous plants really do take a special type of care. You don't water them like normal plants. You use a distilled water or rainwater, and in my area that's well, it's harder to find. I used to live in the country, and it was groundwater. I know some of you say that groundwater is not good, just in case there's some dissolved minerals and stuff that's in the water. But I found that it grew everything fantastic. But I don't have any of that available to me now. So I'm growing at a slow pace. I want to make sure that I'm doing it correctly and things are flourishing before I really start expanding. Yeah, and I find that the tropical things, the things that don't need to go dormant, work better for me in my situation. So anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed the update, and stay tuned for more updates. Happy growing, everyone.